Welcome back everybody for another lap guide, and we're in the Toyota hybrid, and this one is at the 24-hour Du Mans with no chicane, and this is a super quick car, and hopefully this lap guide can help you to achieve the goal. This isn't for the fastest, but as you'll see, we'll see how the times compare. So as usual, that's the time to be achieved. The top time at the time of recording, and then my time, and we are well within the time needed. And as you can see right here, we are at the time of recording place 498th, but I just wanted to show you right here, as you can see, Hogston is a really quick driver, and Tisney is another really quick driver apart from being world level. And you can see there's literally between half a second and 7/10 or 7/100 of a second off. So really close on the timing. So before we get into this lap guide, guys, if I can ask you to subscribe, that'll really help my channel out. We're trying to reach 1K. And don't forget to leave a like on this video, and we'll get into the lap guide. So as we come down the straight here, this is a very long track, maybe the second longest in the game apart from Nürburg. There's your first marker, the total sign on the right, the board on the right. Brake hard, and we'll slow it down for you here. Look how much of this we cut, and just watch the accelerator. We're not fully on, and then we get the power, even though the back end still kicks out a bit. We're back on the power, and here again, this is your marker. So just after this green bit here, hard on the brakes down to third, and then back up to fourth on the exit of that. The next mark here is not a braking marker. This is for you to come off of the accelerator and just turn in. So off, turn in, back on the accelerator there, and then all the way down this straight, which again has no chicanes. And we're on racing soft tyres, which helps a lot, and there's nothing you can do really here apart from just keep the car straight and get down to the next marker. So as we come down the end of this straight here, we come to your next marker, which is the rumble strip on the right, or as you can see where them lines divide on the left, hard on the brakes all the way down to second, and back on the accelerator, up through another little straight here, and again just keeping the car straight on the power. And make sure you change the gears when the gear change needs to happen, not before, not after, but on the gear change. So we're coming up to your next marker here. You come round the grass, but as you can see by the next arrow, just before the end of the grass, hard on the brakes, and look, even there we run a little bit wide and lose the back end, so there is some time to be achieved there. Your next marker, the Gantt board on your right, the second one in, hard on the brakes down to second, and then back on the accelerator. So not too technical this track, but there is a little bit of a technical part coming up where you need to try and keep your speed and momentum up, or you will lose time with cars like this. So your next marker here is the end of this little green bit on the floor. Little brake, keeping it in 6 round here. Try and keep on the accelerator as much as you can. Don't touch the wall there to avoid the lap. Your next marker here is the grass on the left. So a little tap of the brake just to correct the car. Down to 5th, keeping the car in tight. and then no braking here, just turn in, and as you see again how much we cut off the track. Try to use as much of the track as possible. You come down to your second to last marker right here where the pit lane starts, and we're going to slow it down for you. As you can see again, we cut so much of the track here. And then your next marker, the arrow, this is where we brake from. There's no real reference, but we'll slow it down again just to show you these bits, cut them up into third and through for the gold time. We'll let it run one more time for you with no edits, and we'll see you in the next one.